Good morning. I come to you today without a plan, but I have extra time today, so I'm hoping I can come up with something at least interesting. The recent earthquakes we've had here in Anchorage, well, I think it's, I guess, all of Southeast Alaska, but I live in Anchorage, so I just say Anchorage. Things were a mess this past weekend, but I did end up with an extra day off. So Friday, I finally cleaned my purse and I found 7 missing mascaras and I don't know, like 18 lip colors. So hopefully that means I will be able to, you know, not have to scrounge around to find something what I'm looking for. This is just my grapeseed oil. Okay, so today I'm going to use what I think is going to be the last of my Spackle Mattifying Primer from Laura Geller. And that's actually way too much primer. It's okay. There's so much excess. I'm gonna wipe it off and then rub my face again so that I don't have too much excess. There we go. Oh. I'm going to, yeah, I have time. So we're going to do swatches of the Range Beauty samples I got, and maybe I can find one to do for my full face. This first one here is Ignite. It's supposed to have a bluish undertone. We've got Heat Wave. Heat Wave has a neutral undertone. We have Boardwalk After 6, which has a blue undertone. Okay, so I already think it's going to be Boardwalk After 6. When I'm looking in that mirror, I can't even see it. I do see it when I'm here, but seriously, in the mirror behind my phone, I can't see it, but I also don't have my glasses on, so I don't know. And then we have Night Dip, which has a neutral undertone. Actually, I can't see that one either in the big mirror. And then we have Mirage, which has a yellow undertone, so I'm not even sure why I ordered that one now. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, or maybe it's because the swatch looked promising. Oh no, I can definitely see that yellow. So Mirage looks greenish on me, at least from what I can tell. So Mirage is out. So let's get rid of Mirage. So that's Ignite that I just rubbed in there. Heat Wave is this one here. This third one is Boardwalk After 6. I don't know, for an overall face color, so I think any of these three could work. It's just that one's lighter, and that one's deeper. But they're all, acceptable. Then this one is Night Dip. And, oh, well, even blended out, I could use that one too, I think. Let's go with Boardwalk After 6 today. I probably have enough primer left in my face that I don't need to put any more on to just smooth it out again. Okay, so before I do that, let's conceal. Use the AOA Wonder Cover in the shade Cocoa. I've been trying to use the very last bit of this concealer up, but I have like 6 more. So we're throwing that away. Okay, so I've concealed my face, and now I'm just setting with my RCMA No Color Powder. So we're going to be trying out the shade Boardwalk After 6. This is the shade one of the shades that Too Much Mouth had tried, which is why I actually looked up this company and want to try this one. Hopefully there's enough in here for my whole face. This brand is actually really affordable, so I should have just bought a bottle, but I wasn't sure about the shade, and I didn't want to, end up buying, 5 different bottles, and they sold samples, and I like samples. And that way I can also try out and test more things. I'd wanted to do that like with my Fenty Beauty, but they only sell samples of certain shades, and not one of them is something that I could wear. I don't know why you wouldn't sell your samples in all shades, because what's the use in having a sample otherwise? Don't sit around talking while you're using this foundation because it does dry quickly. So I'm wetting my brush with rose water, and I'm going to throw some more on my face, but this time in sections. Okay, I might have used too much rose water, But the color does work, I think. If I'm wrong, please let me know. It's not staying on my nose. It's odd. Yeah, my brush, as soon as I put my brush on there, it picks it back up right off my nose, which is weird because it didn't do the rest of my face. I don't know what's going on with my nose. We will come back to that. Right now, I'm going to do my forehead. I'm not sure what is going on here. The thing about these cute little tubes is they are hard to get out of. There's a ton left in there. I just can't get it out. My nose does not want to stay covered. It's working on every other part of my face. What is wrong with my nose? I'm going to re-wet my brush, but with less rose water. My nose is significantly lighter than the rest of my face, so I can't tell if that's why the foundation looks off or if it is just a little too deep. Because I don't know, I think it looks good everywhere else. It's just my nose where it won't stay. Dude, look at that. Oh, and my little spatula doesn't fit in there. But there, oh, good, there's a reducer on here. So if I remove the reducer, and this is why when I have extra time, I still end up running late for things. I get all inspired to do something and fritter away all my time. There we go, got the reducer off. And thankfully the bottle has a little bit of give to it, but I still can't get in there. But maybe that means I can get the wand in there better now. Yeah. Let's use a sponge. It still comes off my nose. What the heck is going on? So the other blue undertone one I have is Ignite, which looks like it would be good for my chest color, but looks ridiculously light on my face. I really don't know what to do here, because I don't know why that foundation won't stay on my nose. I just need to use a different type of brush with this one. I don't know. Well, since we're highlighting with Ignite, I'll use my highlight brush. I'm really not sure. Well, I didn't realize there was a scar there before I decided to swatch there, so just ignore that. But, so cover that. I don't know, that looks deeper than my chest. Maybe Ignite is my color. And Boardwalk After 6 isn't. So I feel like with the Ignite on, it doesn't even look like I've highlighted. But maybe that's because I have the Ignite mixed with the Boardwalk After 6. This is what we're going with today. So tomorrow, if I can figure out how to get more of Ignite out, because I mean, it's like at least half full, I will try to maybe do a full face with that. Highlight with my ColourPop Deep Dark, I think it's 50. I know my regular skin color shade is 56. So I'm pretty sure this one was 50. And actually, wow, you can see a really big difference with highlighter with this foundation on. So yeah, maybe Boardwalk After 6 is a little too deep. And hopefully this will even out a little, or normal, look a little bit more normal when I'm completely done. But the contrast between my highlighter and that foundation shade is a bit stronger than I'm used to. For contour, I'm going to use my Wonder Cover Shop Miss Cover. Today I'm going to use my Wonder Cover Concealer in the shade Cafe. My forehead is already creasing. Or maybe it does it all the time and I just usually don't notice. I set with my Ben Nye Pretty Pink Powder. Oh, today I'll be doing all of the setting. Like, I'm setting everything I can because I want to make sure everything stays in place. There's probably a lot of damage from the earthquake from what I've heard. So we'll be doing a lot of rearranging, reorganizing, throwing things away, all that good stuff. And I'd like to give the makeup a fair shake. So I'm going to do all my fail-safes. I'm using my Ben Nye powder. I finally checked. This is the Ebony powder. And I will try to remember that because this is the one I'll be using until I run out. I've got a big 3-ounce jar, so if I just say I'm using my dark midnight powder and I don't mention the color until further notice, it's always going to be ebony. Just like my all-over face powder from Midnight is always nutmeg. Oh, and I got my new contour brush from Coastal Scents. This is the BR-C-S45. Anyway, that way I can not go as thick and heavy on my contour on my cheeks like I had been doing sometimes. This brush is nice. I know I talk about Coastal Scents a lot, but I guarantee you, I promise, I am not sponsored by them. I'm not affiliated with them. I just love their stuff a lot. I'm trying to make sure I set everywhere I did the contour concealer. I'm just going to use my Amuse eyeshadow primer. So my eyes are primed, but I'm going to put on some more pretty pink powder under my eyes just to catch the fallout because I've been making messes lately. And it's better to prevent than to play cleanup. Okay, this is Green Steel from Coastal Scents. For my crease, I'm going to use Berry Gray, also by Coastal Scents. It's not dark enough. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use Burnished Brunette or Blackberry. Let's use Blackberry. Yeah, that's way more noticeable. We'll like that. We like that. Now, we will figure out my transition shade. I know I'm not doing things in the right way. So I'm wearing olive, so I'm trying to figure out if I want to use a green, because if I do, I have to be careful which green, or if I just not going to use green. And the decision has been made. We are going to go with not green. This is Chocolate Berry. I was deciding between Chocolate Berry and Cherry Chocolate. Cherry Chocolate is browner, Chocolate Berry is redder. Oh, sounds like my husband's home. Yay! Doesn't really matter, I won't get to see him. He works nights. And I'm getting ready for work. But anyway, so we're going in with Chocolate Berry. I'm just going to lightly put that in between my upper dealie and my transition. Upper dealie. Get my black eyeshadow base. Okay, so it's like the messiest cut crease. I'm gonna try and clean that up. I guess when I've been doing a cut crease before, it's just been with, you know, wet eyeshadow. But I guess that would still be considered cutting the crease, right? All I'm really trying to do is make a straight line out of my creasy area. Creasy area. Now I need to go back and fix my crease. And then we're gonna go back in with the Chocolate Berry. So now I'm going to use Gunpowder. So that is Gunpowder, which is black, but I guess it doesn't really show, but it has a slight hint of green to it. I'm gonna go into Forbidden by Colored Rain. Oh, I wasn't going to do that because I'm wearing olive and this is like a bluey green. I don't do it, so I'm gonna use Forbidden. Okay, and before I buff that in too much, I'm gonna use Forest Eve. Maybe the two together will make a nice, lovely green. Oh, that's good. That's good. We like that a lot. Why my eye looks been so decidedly hazy lately, but this is, I guess, what I want. Thought I wanted something vibrant, but then I keep choosing these deeper colors. Okay, and so I brought that not directly to the center of my eye, like my center's here, but that green starts here. Blech. Trying to keep it in the deeper range because I'm wearing a deeper olive, but I also just want to use a little something more vibrant. I don't need vibrant, I just need different. I have this glitter cream shadow from Ulta. I'll go and clean that up a little. And then a little more because I can't leave well enough alone. Right now I'm just using this brush to pick up that glitter cream out of my crease. And of course that darker color I had got a little lost. So I'm gonna go back right in between. It wasn't what I was going for today. Just to make myself happy, I'm going to use Bay Breeze by Color Brain as eyeliner today. I just need something vibrant in there. And then to clean things up a bit, I'm going to take Chocolatier and just bring that from the outside towards the middle. That's where we're at with that. Dust off some fallout and put on some blush. Using the Juvia's Place as usual, but instead of using Zane, I'm going to use Neo, because I never use Neo. But we are still going to use Abby for the contour blush. God, my lips are so dry. Sorry, I had to take a lip gloss break. It's dying. We're going into my Ben Nye Nutmeg powder. RCMA No Color powder again. Oh, and I got some new all over pencils, thinner ones. These ones from Coastal Scents. So I can use this as a lip liner. It's green. So actually I have a real green lip liner. And if the bumping is my cat cuddling with my lamp on my makeup cart, sorry for that. So these are all over pencils, but they'll probably never use the white one as lip liner. Then they also got, these caps don't stand very well. Standard black, brown, and blue. So now that I've got my lips lined, I'm going to do my powder. This way the residue will set some of my lip liner. And the purring, if you hear it, that's my cat. He is really close to my phone, closer to the phone than I am, obviously, since he's like on the arm of the couch, cuddling with my makeup cart like a little weirdie. Overall, I think I'm pleased. Okay. Rose water, an excessive amount of rose water. For highlight, go back into my Juvia's Place. Was it Lila or Zara? We're gonna use Lila. I think Zara's a little just too yellow for me. And as usual, I got my highlighter a little too forward on my cheeks than I wanted. Just brushing that back. My face is full enough. I don't need it to look fuller. That's the only reason I do that, if you're wondering. Clean up the brows and throw on some mascara, and then I've got to go. Okay, and for lips, I'm going to use Solo by Shop Miss A. It's one of the AOA Studios. If I had a do-over, I would have blotted the lip gloss before I put this on, but whatever. Setting my face with the Amuse Set in Stone Setting Spray. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. I just had to change my clothes, and I can't find my regular gel. This might be a bad idea, but I'm using Gorilla Snot. Wow, that's a string. For the first time, throw a little bit more moisturizer. I got to go. Whatever. That is what we're going with today. I will check in later. Bye.